the great house at Collinwood in the year 1840, a time of intrigue and treachery. No one in the Collins family is aware that Gerard Stiles has been possessed by the spirit of one Judah Zachary, a warlock who was beheaded in 1692, vowing to have his revenge on the Collins family. On this night, Gerard has successfully completed the first step of Judah Zachary's vendetta against the family. Quentin Collins has been accused of murder and arrested. Now Gerard is at work on the second step, to bring the final break between Quentin and his father Daniel and pave the way for his own takeover of Collinwood.
Well, you seem a little troubled. What's the matter?
Who says anything is the matter?
It was your account of things which led to Randall's murder and brought Quentin to jail. It's beginning to trouble you a little now, isn't it, Gabriel? What happens if he's proven innocent? What will your punishment be? Will he cut you off without a penny? These are very disturbing questions for you, aren't they? But as it happens, they are merely academic.
What are you talking about?
Gabriel, I was just upstairs where I spent several hours with your father composing a new will. He has made a new heir. And I know who it is.
Whose father's new heir to be?
I'm afraid I can't tell you. You see, I kept my word to Daniel.
But we both know that your word is completely meaningless. Now, who is it to be? Oh, no, it isn't Samantha, is it?
I told you, Gabriel, I'm honored bound not to tell.
Now, why would Father put you in his confidence? You're not even a member of the family.
Your father confided in me because he trusts me. And he didn't want any of the family around while he was making his decision.
Just tell me if it's me or isn't it. That's all I want to know, Gerard.
Gabriel. Now I thought our animosity towards each other would disappear. Now we've made a few mistakes, my friend. Just a few. I thought that perhaps we could learn from them. But in that way, help one another.
I don't believe any of this.
Believe what?
I'm the new heir. You're trying to ingratiate yourself to me because I'm the new heir. Because you can't afford me as an enemy.
Gabriel, I never considered you an enemy. Believe me, I never considered you an enemy. But I intend to keep my word to Daniel. But I don't suppose I would be breaking my word if I merely quoted him.
Oh, what do you mean?
He would sometimes look up at me and he would say, Quentin Collins is no longer my heir. But I have another son.
What took you so long?
I only got your message an hour ago.
Oh! You liar. You didn't come here because you haven't got any excuse for having failed me. Roxanne has been destroyed, and Julia still lives to threaten me. All because of you. Now you tell me what happened.
Well, first I went to the old house to look for you. Barnabas Collins was there. He forced me to tell him where Julia was.
But Barnabas has got no way to find out. To think that you would know that?
Well, he's a very, very clever and dangerous man when he's angry.
Laszlo, Barnabas has no reason to suspect that you would know where Julia was. Now, how did he find out? Answer me!
I'm sorry, I had no way of knowing that he'd see the ring.
What ring?
Well, when I thought Julia was dying, I saw this ring that she was wearing, and I took a fancy
so
to it.
you stole it and put it on your own finger where Barnabas would be sure to notice it and understand everything. Fool.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that Barnabas would find me. Look, I'll make it up to you. Tell me what you want done with Julia.
Strangely enough, Julia doesn't bother me now. Something else has happened, something far more terrifying.
Never known you'd be frightened of anything.
Well, I have good reason to be this time. Judah Zachary has returned.
Who's Judah Zachary?
I'll tell you all about him. And you listen, and listen very carefully. Because when one deals with Judah Zachary, there is no margin for error.
Well, the governess has returned. And where have you been, Miss Harridge?
I had some errands to do in the village.
You picked a very inconvenient time to do them, Miss Harridge. My brother has been most upset because he couldn't find you.
Oh, I see. Well, where is he now? I'll let him know I'm back.
Oh, I'm afraid he's gone.
Gone where?
He was arrested about an hour ago for the murder of Randall Drew.
Arrested for murder? That's impossible. Quentin would never kill anyone.
Oh, so now it's Quentin, is it? It's so fascinating to see your feelings out in the open.
I'm going to see it.
It's too late, Miss Harridge. It's too late for you and my brother.
And then shortly after the trial of Judah Zachary in 1692, I was given safe conduct out of the country. And Judah was beheaded.
So you became what you are because of Judah Zachary.
Yes. But his powers are awesome. And I'm certain that his spirit has lived all this time. And that now it has taken possession of some living person. And he's in complete control of that person.
Have you any idea who could be?
Yes, I do. I believe it is Gerard Stiles. Because he is the one who called me by the name that Judah knew me as, Miranda. And the very next time that I saw him was the night that I had the vision of Amadeus Collins.
Amadeus Collins? Who is he?
He's the judge who convicted Judah Zachary of death. He's a direct relation to the Collins family. Don't you see? That's why I'm sure Judith has come back.
Back? Why would he come back?
Revenge. He swore on the stand that he would return and destroy everyone who was responsible for his murder. That means everyone in the Collins family, and that also means me.
Convinced that this vision of Amadeus was induced by Judah?
Yes, through Gerard Stiles. But I'm not sure. I have to find some proof that he's the one.
Well, how can you do that?
I can perform a simple ceremony to get the information I need. But I must have some personal possession of Gerard's. His watch fob, yes. The one he wears all the time.
Well, how are you going to get something like that?
I'm not. You are.
Look, I don't even know the man. I don't know what he looks like. How can I get close enough to steal his watch fob?
Laszlo, you will meet Gerard before the night is over.
Someone left a letter for you.
Mrs. Ward, where'd you get this?
I don't know.
Now, this letter just didn't materialize out of thin air. You've got to know where you got it. Now, listen to me. You're going to tell me who brought you this letter.
I don't know who brought it, or if anyone did.
Come on.
Maybe it just appeared. Witches know all kinds of tricks. don't think I won't tell my husband what you've done to me just now.
All right! Just get out. I want to be left alone.
Quentin.
Who are you?
She has come here to see me, and I would like to see her alone.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have anything to do with him.
He came as soon as I heard.
Yes, I know. Now listen to me. Listen, it isn't true. I didn't kill Randall.
God, I know you didn't. You didn't even have to say that. But what happened just now with that woman? Why is she so frightened of you?
She brought me this.
It's another note from Joanna.
Yes.
This crisis shall pass as all others have, and I shall love you as I always have. Quentin! Is this possible?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm frightened. The people in the village are all hysterical. They're talking about witchcraft, and they're saying that it all started at Collinwood.
Yes. Trask started it all. He's very good at stirring up this kind of thing.
They were talking about dispensing with an ordinary trial and setting up some kind of a special tribunal, a witchcraft tribunal, they called it.
You listen to me. Now, all that is talk. You understand? They outlawed witchcraft tribunals over a century ago. Don't worry about it.
There's only one way all this can come out, Quentin. I know you're innocent, and a jury will know you're innocent too.
You've only known me for a short time. You really believe it's impossible for me to kill someone?
I know it is. And one day soon, everyone else will know it too.
Good evening, sir. Laszlo Ferrari at your service.
On your way, gypsy.
Oh, please, sir. I come seeking a friend who lives here.
I'm afraid gypsies don't have friends. Now be gone.
Gerard, he does have a friend, me. Come in, Laszlo.
Mr. Collins.
I'd like you to meet Mrs. Valerie Collins.
Enchanted.
And this gentleman is Mr. Gerard Stiles.
Sir. Would you like me to look at your palm, Mr. Collins?
Now, by all means, tell me what you see.
Oh, I see a change in your future. A change for the better? Ah, yes, the signs are unmistakable. I see a major event in the offing.
Am I going to be pleased or displeased by this event?
Oh, I should say extremely pleased.
Oh, splendid, splendid. Oh, and I think I'll give you a little something extra here. I'd like you to read Mr. Stiles' part.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not interested in that, thank you.
Oh, well, I'm always most anxious to convert skeptics, Mr. Stiles. I'd be delighted to read your palm. For nothing.
Please, Mr. Stiles, let him. I find it so fascinating.
Well, I could never refuse a lady. Go on, get it over with.
You must have had a most intriguing history, Mr. Stiles.
Good start, Oswald, good start.
Emotionally speaking, you're a man who has scaled the heights of happiness, but has also known the depths of sorrow. If there are clouded areas, I can't see them too clearly. Perhaps another angle. Yes, that's much better. Ah, yes. Now, you've led a life of some conflict, Mr. Stiles. Nothing has ever come very easily to you. I see no reason why that trait should change in the near future.
Listen, how long is this going to take? I have better things to do.
Only another moment, sir. You're an ambitious man accustomed to getting what he wants. You've made your share of enemies, but you've instilled fear in their hearts. So you have no need to fear them in the immediate future. As a matter of fact, I see no sign of a setback in the immediate or distant future. Indeed, sir, you seem to be quite secure in your present phase of life. Allow me to congratulate you, sir.
Where's Daphne? Why haven't I heard from her?
She must have found out it's true, like the rest of us have known all along. She's right to stay away, to stay untainted by the likes of you.
No, she told me she'd come here. The execution's got to be put off until she gets here.
The execution's going on schedule. You can't keep everyone out there waiting.
Daphne! Daphne, where are you? Daphne, you promised me you'd come here. Oh, why can't I see you one more time before I die? Why? Daphne! 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 Daphne!
It's too late, Daphne. And besides, you don't care what happens from now on. There is no longer you and Quentin. From now on, it is you and me. You and me, Daphne. It doesn't matter whether he loses or not. Isn't that right, Daphne?
What did I dream? What was it? Why can't I ever remember?
I can only tell you that I'm glad that's over and I got through it alive.
You didn't disappoint me, Laszlo. You performed like the professional thief you are. Give me the watch, Father.
You know, he's going to miss it, and it's me that he's going to suspect. Now, you heard his opinion of gypsies.
I'll tell him that I found it on the drawing room floor.
Yeah, and in the meantime?
I'll wait until dark, and then I'll perform my ceremony. Before this night is over, I will know whether or not Gerard Stiles is Judah Zachary.
I thought you had retired for the evening.
I did go to bed, but I couldn't sleep.
Oh? Another bad dream.
It must have been. I can't remember it, though.
It probably wasn't the dream that frightened you, merely the apprehension of Quentin's fate. Well, there's nothing we can do about that now. What will be, will be. And if there's anything I could do for Quentin, well, I'm afraid that the powers have already decided his destiny.
I can't understand you. Sometimes I think you really are Quentin's friend, and then there are other times, and I think you're the most untrustworthy of men.
One of these days, you will have to make up your mind about me, Daphne.
One of these days, I certainly will.
Well, I already know what the outcome will be, so I will leave it to you for the pleasant surprise. Good night, Daphne.
Prince of Darkness, I need your help now as I have never needed it in the past. I beseech you to allow the flames to show me an image. I hold in my hand an object. If this object belongs to the man who is truly my enemy, I beg you to show me his face, that I may know who he is. I beseech you to show to me Judah Zachary in the guise in which he now walks on this earth. Reveal him to me, and I shall be forever in your debt.